And the most damning thing of all, the individual stats. Let's start with pitchers. Let's get the bad out the way first. First of all, Sonny Gray. Kudos to this guy, even as he's starting to fall off. This guy has been by far our best, really our only reliable rotation guy. You see, he's 2-3, ERA at 3.47, WHIP of 1.29, easily the best we've had. 4 quality starts out of 7, I'll take that. But then, other than that, it's been kind of rough sledding. Miles, ERA of over 5, definitely his worst season. 1.42 for the WHIP. Matt's atrocious. ERA over 8. Even though I will say his last start, I'll be damned if this guy didn't try to do everything he could to give us a win. After giving up 7 hits in the first 2 innings, he went 4 innings only giving up 1. But of course, when one thing goes well, other things go bad, and we still found a way to lose anyway. But his WHIP is over 2.27. That's a problem. Josiah Gray, ERA over 9, 9.11. WHIP of 1.88. Getting a little bit concerned that maybe we need to move him to the pen. I don't even know for who, but just not to ruin this guy. 0-4, just trying to figure something out. Helsley, can't even rely on him. You see his ERA is 4.82. The home run ball being a problem. Blew the save in the last game. 0-3, still 5 saves though. WHIP of 1.5. Rough. But there's some good. We get Brusdar. Brusdar has been solid so far. Sure, he blew a save in the last game as well too. Couldn't get the hold. But in 5 2/3 innings, the ERA of 1.6 essentially, with a .88, 10 Ks. So again, having guys that have gas in the pen could definitely help. I'm sure the home runs will be something to be concerned about, but getting some strikeouts, not even letting the opponents put the ball in play will be a big help. Same treatment with Ben Joyce here. He has a lot of statistics with the A's. I wish you could split these up to see what he's done with the Cardinals. But so far, he's been solid with us. Only an outing, but it was a solid outing for a couple of innings. Like what I saw, hopefully he can be a solid middle relief guy for us going forward. The question mark will be Bobby Miller. Bobby Miller is going to be the question mark. He's going to, with Fedde getting traded, he's going to slot into the rotation. In his only outing of the season, it was 5 innings. He gave up 2 runs, a home run, a 2-run home run at that. But WHIP of 1.4, I'm hoping that he'll be solid in the rotation. I mean, let's be honest, at this point, there's nothing else that can go wrong with this team from a pitching perspective. So we're just going to hope for the best. Yeah, baseball, I did get the rings. I've got it all. So we'll see. There is some positive, though. As crazy as this season has been, as horrible as it's been, there's some positive. So you're looking at Carp. This is what he looks like at the end of the first week in May. Vision significantly boosted. Contact versus right significantly boosted. And you see his overall's trending up. His stats, while bad, definitely are trending up. For most of the season, honestly, Carp has been batting like 5%. So 5% will be 0.50. He's batting 148. We had the crazy game where he had 3 home runs and we still lost. But he's got 4 home runs on the season, 11 runs driven in. This is only going to get better as we go forward. We're kind of lacking some power on this team, but I'd imagine that as we get further along, he'll start to see those power numbers creep up. What's up, Jake? I got Ben Joyce. I traded Fedde to the Angels. Probably our best hitter overall this season. That's saying something when you see his average. Would be Alec Burleson. Got 5 home runs, 14 runs driven in. He's in a little bit of a cold spell right now. Only batting 224. His OBP is 343. But he's been productive. 19 hits, 3 doubles, 5 home runs. Not as many strikeouts as some of these other guys. and hoping that that'll continue to trend in the right way. May just has to be a better month for everybody. So hoping that he'll continue to hit well. Something that's been nice is Hampson. We haven't had him for too long, but you can see in 7 games right now he's batting 300. He's stolen 3 bases, all singles. Hopefully this is someone that can be productive for us. He was just kind of a throw-in guy. You know, if we're going to move off of Gorman, we need someone to play second base. So JC has not been hitting well. So I figured we'll get Hampson. He has speed and he's a better fielder. And so far it's worked out well. The defense has been good at second base. Hampson can play in a lot of different places so we can move him around, but he's been good at second. I have no complaints with him so far. Could low-key, if we do get anything turned around here, I would imagine his production would go a long ways in helping out, whether he's batting second or at the bottom of the lineup. And then plus defensively, any help we can get, we'll definitely take. Not all is well though. Michael Ciani. This is an interesting one. So Ciani, crazy. No power boost here, but hitting a couple of home runs. He's +3, which is kind of cool. He's got 3 home runs on the season. Unfortunately, he is terrible with the average 125, OBP of 198. Got a couple stolen bases. The thing is, though, fielding. Look at that, 98 fielding, 99 reaction. Kind of has to start because I need someone that can play out in center field. Basically, we've kind of found the left-handed version of Harrison Bader in past franchises. So I don't know if he'll ever turn it around hitting, but if not, maybe he becomes a defensive replacement in the future and we get a right-handed outfielder that can field. I'd be curious to see, but no guarantees. Herrera, sorry Joey, I wish he would be doing better. He's been up and down. When he's hitting well, he's hitting well. When he's not, he's not. Got 1 home run, 10 runs driven in. He was batting over 300. Funny thing is, when I was on GOAT, he was batting over 300. Actually, dropping the difficulty has made him hit worse. Or I've hit worse with him on Legend. Batting 240. OBP at 315. Yeah. Hopefully he turns it around. Because when he is hitting well, things go well in this lineup. Whether he's batting 5th, whether he's batting cleanup or 2nd. Just kind of keeps things going, hopefully. May will be good for him. And probably the one that hurts the most on a personal level is Brendan Donovan. Why? Because he was going to be our leadoff hitter. He's part of the reason why I went out and got Luis Arraez, because he's just not hitting well. Batting 224. This is another guy that when I was hitting on GOAT, he was hitting better. He's hitting 280. Now he's hitting 224. He went on a stretch where he had 6 games with no hits. So he's going to have to pick it up. He's not at the top of the order. He's slotted in the 6, 7-ish spot. So, you know, kind of getting the bottom part going. I will say, though, he's starting to pick it up a little bit. I mean, that's not saying much batting 224, but I mean, I can say that about anyone. David's right there. If I say someone's terrible, really, it could apply to all. But I'm hoping that he can turn it around. Someone is going to have to be a catalyst besides Carp hitting-wise to get this season, at least, if not in terms of wins and losses, batting turned around. And then the remainder of the month. The finale against the Mets. 3 games at home against the Pirates. And an important day off. We need this. Unfortunately, we'll see Skeens here pretty shortly. Then we're on the road playing the Nats. What do you know? We got the Phillies again. So we'll have the Phillies and Mets out the way, so that's a plus. Got the Royals for 3. Got the Tigers for 3. Something tells me we'll probably see Screwball and Flaherty just because. D-backs for 3. After a day off. Baltimore for 3 so we can get them out the way. And then Texas. Of note, if you look at the records, the Twins have a losing record. Granted, we help play a role in these other teams, but to this point, every team other than Atlanta, and Atlanta is insanely crazy to be under 500 with what they have. They're really not hitting well, which is crazy with their lineup. Those are the only two teams we played all season with a losing record. So if there was any bright spot, it's the fact that everybody we played has had a winning record. We haven't played the bad teams, the other bad teams in the National League. Hopefully, things will get better. Hopefully, things will get better. It's really all we can hope for at this point. Even Calderwood, nope.